Okay, so I've mixed up my AquaCast consistency of like thick cream pancake batter. If you know your mould volume, you can go on the Elichem website and type in your mould volume and it will give you the exact ratio of water to powder. Now I know this very well now, so it's not something I need to do so much, but if you're just starting out, that will give you a good guide. So I'm going to try and get a skin tone. This could either end up really pink or really peachy, so I'm just going to put, oops, a little bit of pink, just the tiniest bit, if I can get a tiny bit to come out. Okay, 1 drop in of pink. Now you've got to bear in mind that AquaCast does dry slightly lighter when trying to get a certain tone. To be honest, I'm not bothered if she is a little bit pale. She is an ice witch after all, or a winter witch. So we'll put a tiny bit more of that in. Just... Now, that sort of looks peachy-ish. I'm just going to go with that, I think. I'll put a tiny bit more of this in, this Temu orange. I thought I had a peach, and I picked up a peach pigment, nearly put it in, and it was a epoxy resin one. That would have been fun, wouldn't it? Anyhow, so let's get this poured. Now this mould, as are a lot from Temu, it's oval. Look at the state of my hands, honestly. So I've got this here, and I'm hoping I can keep it sort of round with this. So yeah, that's what we're going to go with. So I'm going to put a bit in the bottom. Just chuck it in there. We're going to give it a pat and a squeeze. Now I forgot to use my newfangled fancy vibration machine, but you know what, we'll just go with it. Sticking to the mat. God, this is extra wobbly, this one. These candle molds do tend to be quite wobbly, but this one's like really soft. Carry on bashing this. I think it looks all right anyway. I like to bash it at least halfway through, because then bubbles, what end up being at the bottom, will take much longer to come to the surface otherwise, if at all. Right, pour the rest in. Now, I don't think I guessed very well, did I? Let's get the rest of this out and see where we're at. Honestly, I either do too much or too little. And trying to match this colour is going to be a bit of a nightmare, to say the least. Wow, it's windy outside today. Ooh, nearly went there. It's typical, I need the tiniest amount. Okay, put that on one side a sec. It's not so oval now, it is sort of like getting a bit rounder. So I'll go and pour some more and I'll be back. Oh, it might end up that I don't need this after all, because the cup, it looks like it's gone pretty round, doesn't it? To be safe, I'll put it on anyway, I think. I just tend to put them on just far enough to keep it round, not enough to cause like a ridge, if you get me. I'll carry on tapping and I'll be back at Demould. Okay, I forgot I was doing a base for this. Don't know if this is big enough for what I've got planned, but I can always add something bigger on the bottom bottom and have it sort of stepped. So what I'm going to do with this, I think it's quite thick, so I think it might be all right. I was thinking initially of putting UV on it, but to be honest, I think it might be all right. So this is still warm actually. It's a bit naughty, but I think it'll be all right to demould. Oh, bubbles under the chin, you might know, every single time. But on the whole, she's looking pretty good. Hopefully I can disguise them. But that's her there. They're all the bubbles that I can see tend to be, there's some under the hat, but that's going to get disguised. Otherwise, it's pretty nice. So I'll let her dry out a little bit more. And we'll come back and we'll decorate. So the plan is to put her on there. I have a feel, so she's a bit more sturdy. But I have a feeling I may need to make a bigger base. We'll see anyway when we get the top on it, when we get the plate on it. Okay, so I'll be back when that's dried a bit more. Right, I've made up like a thick paste from the AquaCast, and all I'm going to do, because I don't know if you can see them bubbles there, I've done a little bit there and it's covered it really well. I'm going to splodge some of this in like so, a bit like filler, and then just smooth it off, because obviously my fingers are not doing the best job. Got a little bit of water on the micro brush here, just so it doesn't clog up. So as you can see, it's totally smoothed it over. Bit lump there, we don't want that on. And as you can see there, almost perfect. Not so many bubbles. The hat doesn't really need doing because it's going to get painted, but it's a bit clearer, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. If you can see it, I'll try and zoom in, put it on, and just spread with your finger. It's better if your finger's a bit wet, but as you can see there, it's smoothed out beautifully. And that is just a quick trick to get rid of air bubbles. There you go, look at that. Perfect, you'd never know. Excuse my dogs. There's another again, just rub over lightly and they've gone. Totally gone. So I'll let that dry again and I shall get on with the rest of it. Right, because I mean this is patchy anyways. Look at it, it's dried a bit sort of dark in places. It's a good job I'm painting it really. But yeah, our chin is perfect now, so I'm really happy with that. There you go, look. So I'll just let that dry and take it out. Right. I have gone over and over what I'm going to put on the top as the plate. I thought a bowl. Then I thought that looked a bit small, and then I've got these little plates here, but then I thought, what practical use would there be? You might be lucky to get 3 cupcakes on that. And I found this one. Now, this one's lovely. It's got like a ridged, and I thought, oh, that'll be perfect for like an ice effect. Well, see them marks there? Totally into the silicone. No, I've never even used this yet. I did spill glitter on it, but so word to the wise, when you're storing your moulds that you get from Temu or whatever, watch out for these labels, because that's what it is. When I picked it up out of my tub, it was an exact imprint from the label to that. I think these must be heat printed. So yeah, if you're going to do it, take your stickers off or put them in fresh bags, just so you know. Anyhow, I also got this. Now, I bought a pack of these thinking, well, I don't have to worry about them being food safe or not, to put on the top. Obviously, I'll disguise the base, although it doesn't really affect it. But I thought, is it a bit big? But I think it might actually be okay. So I'm going to give it a go, because at least then that'll hold a decent amount, won't it? How I'm going to put it on is another thing. I'm sort of wishing, because I've got some cake stand, you know, with all screwed together, the pole that goes through, I wished I'd sunk it into there. And I'm not sure I can be bothered drilling now. So I'll have a think anyway, and I shall be back with what I decide to do. Okay, so I'm just filling her eyes in at the moment, because I do. What's wrong with this pen? One of them was slightly darker than the other, but I do want them like to start off with white anyway for the eyes. So we'll just fill that in. All I've done, I've just gone around the edge of the hair, because as you know, I'm not the most expert at painting. So I thought, if I go around the edges with the white with the pen, I can maybe paint the rest in, because I'm thinking, I don't know if I should have sort of a base coat. That's what my logic is saying, to have a base coat, so that, you know, like paint the whole thing white, so that if I do decide to just add little blue icy accents, you know, it'll make life a lot easier than trying to fill in with a load of pen. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Right, so I've got me titanium white from the Fantasy Story from Temu. But I've got a little brush because, as you know, I'm not really a painter. And there's a lot of little details, so I just thought I'll just take my time and just give it a coat in this. I'll probably just fast forward it, to be honest, because I'm going to put a coat of white everywhere, and then I'm going to go over with metallic this stuff in white. So I'll just carry on doing that. I mean, as you can see, I don't even bother squirting some out. I just get it out the bottle. But it is covering quite well. It's quite a canny paint, this, considering it wasn't like really expensive, you know. It does cover really well. And the fact also that I'm going to be putting the other paint over the top. Oh, getting a big blob there, but you know what, we'll just... Oh dear. I try not to have too much on my brush, because especially when there's detail, because me, being me, the way I slap it on, you know, I'd probably just end up filling in half the detail. So I just take it a bit at a time. Anyhow, I'll stop wittering on and I'll carry on.
There's a winter witch in town. You can hear the sleigh bells now. Footsteps in the snow, the cold wind blows. On a sleigh ride in the night, ice and shades of witch
that's all dry now. It's not exactly totally covered. It's a bit patchy there, but I'm not bothered because I'll be putting the acrylic on the top. Metallic on the top. So let's see how this turns out. I'm hoping it'll give sort of an icy effect. I mean, obviously I'm going to put some colour in as well, but I just wanted to do this as a bit of a base. Oh yeah, it's nice. Hope you can see that. So again, I shall just carry on painting. Shouldn't take me long to do this actually, because it's not like I'm having to cover. I'm just basically throwing it on to give it the effect. I'm just going to fill in between these flowers, even though I'm tempted to paint them anyway, just in case I don't get, you know, in case I just decide to highlight them, or if there's any gaps in between. The only thing I don't want it done is a face. Now I know I probably could have just done the thing in white, but I usually cast something in the colour I'm not sure I can recreate. I hope that makes sense. Like, yes, I've got flesh coloured pens, but I don't know, I'm a bit more confident in starting with me colour in the AquaCast rather than trying to make a colour out of paint or pens. I hope that makes sense. I know what I mean. It's not necessarily saying that you do, but yeah, I know what I mean. So, oh well, that's nearly done anyway. Oh, it's pretty. I like it. So I won't have to seal this really, because it's sealed with paint. And the bottom's going to go on here. I'm not sure what I'm doing about that yet. I might end up painting that, we'll see. But if I do, I'll do it off camera anyway. Right, so I think I've got everywhere I want it to go. Oh, hang on, what's that? Oh, it's a butterfly, I think. Well, we'll fill it in just in case I don't see what I'm doing. Now, I'm looking at these flowers. Well, I say flowers, the leaves, aren't they? But do you think they look like poinsettia? How do you say it? Poinsettia? Poinsettias? Or I thought maybe doing like holly. I'll see. I'll have a think about that anyway. But in the meantime, I'll just get this painted and then we can go from there. I mean, this doesn't have to be perfect because you're literally just going to see the top side of this underneath the plate, but gorgeous. I love it. Just getting it all over my hands. Standard. Don't know if you can see the shine there. It's gorgeous. It's got a bit of a dip. I am wondering, should I have filled that in a bit? Because it's going to have less surface to stick. Anyhow, we'll see. Right, so I'll let that dry and I'll be back. Right, I've mixed up some resin. Oh, this is ending up. I keep changing my mind. Now, you know I said, I think this is dry. You know I said this plate was like massive. But I thought, well, to be a cake plate, it needs to be pretty big, doesn't it? So I thought, what if I do like a step? I've got this beautiful mould. I've been dying to try it. You know, like put that on and then put the big plate on the top. And maybe not fix the plate to it. And just have it where you can take it off and wash it. I don't know. So it's got a bit of a platform to sit on. I haven't quite decided yet, but I realised that obviously because this is resin, I'm going to have to get it done. So because I've got this sort of iciness, I'll probably be looking at something really pale, like literally a tiny, tiny bit of some sort of blue. Right, so out of my Let's Resin set, I'm sure there was a turquoise, but I don't know where it is. There's a blue, azure blue and sapphire blue. It's hard to tell because they all look the same. But I'm thinking maybe just the normal blue. Oh, we'll just go with it. I'm just going to put a tiny bit in. Because I literally just want a hint. Ooh, nearly. I don't think that's hardly anything. It always looks more when it's in, doesn't it? But it will be concentrated when it goes in the tray. So, yeah. It's a bit one of them, isn't it? Right. All I know is I just want it very pale. That looks okay. Oh, we'll go for this. What the hell? Ooh. Oh, my ball got stuck. Oh, there we go. It's gone again. Ooh. Oops. What a shame. I put too much sparkle in. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Now, I'm not too fussed with craft resin because it basically degasses itself. There is bubbles in there, but I'm sure that they'll just come out of their own accord. I'm just scraping because I did use my mixer to mix this up. I've just been like trying to organise my craft room and I've literally got stuff everywhere and my mixer is starting to run out of charge, so I need to get my PowerPoint set up. Let's see what this looks like. Let's check that's clean. I think it is. It's brand new. So this is from Etsy. Oh God, what's it called? Home Ideas Decor Shop, I think. She's got some beautiful handmade moulds on there. I'll put the link in my description anyway. Don't rely on what I say. Oh, look at that. Oh, what's that? Looks like, hang on, let me get some tissue. We don't want anything that looks like a hair. Try again. Oh, getting it everywhere. Nothing new there, is it really? I think this is about the colour I did want, so I don't know if I'm going. Oh, there's something else come out there. Oh wow, it's bigger than I thought. I don't know what them bits are. Looks like, you know, when my son shaves his hair in the sink and he drives me mad and he leaves these little tiny bits. It's strange. Well, I'm going to have to make some more. Apologies there. I think there was shadows in my last clip. I left the big light. I'd left it on because I was looking for something. Now, I'm just going to pour this in. It's full of bubbles. It's absolutely freezing in the UK at the moment. So everything is just cold. Yeah, I think I've done enough there, to be honest. You know what? I'm not bothered. It's clear, but it'll give a nice effect, won't it? I think, possibly. That's my excuse. And I'm sticking with it. It's nearly at the top. Am I that bothered about having it? Probably not. So that's took 350 mil so far. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was. It is quite deep though, isn't it? So maybe it's a good thing that I haven't totally filled it anyway. Move this crap out the way and we'll get this moved over to a more even part of my desk while I get on with the rest of it. Whoops. Oh, it was a bit dicey there. Okay, I think that's it. To be honest, it looks like most of the bubbles are out already, so I think it'll probably be fine. So, because I'm not happy with the dip and I'm concerned about how it's going to stick. I'm going to use some UV resin, my craft resin. Oh, I poured that can't think what to call it, tray thing with craft resin as well, the epoxy 1-to-1 resin. So I'm just going to make a bit of UV up. I'll probably do it a similar colour, hopefully just enough to skim the top and sort of fill in that gap. So I'll put a bit of this in again, just a little bit. It was this one, wasn't it? Oh God, yeah, it was. Honestly, my brains, they're not what they used to be. I think this is going to be darker though, obviously, because oh God, that's a mess. I really must learn to clean my tools when I'm finished. I'm terrible. Oh, it might not be too bad actually, hopefully. Similar colour anyway, ish. Time I'll put a bit of diamond sparkle in it. Why not? Oh, I didn't shake it. Oh, my ball's stuck. Oh, there we go. There we go. Totally OD'd, but you know. So because this is quite light, it'll still cure. It'll be fine. So let's pour in the middle. That's why I wasn't too fussy about carrying on with that, because this will probably cover it. Pour it in the middle initially and just let it. Oh, maybe I haven't got enough. I'll probably just add some clear to it, to be fair, if that's the case. Oh, I love the smell of that alcohol. The alcoholic, the diamond sparkle. I think I might be weird, but you know. I mean, you're looking at the woman who had the urge when I was pregnant. Can you believe? I had the urge to lick the back of a bus once. You know, all the muck and the carbon. I didn't do it, I might add. I did not do it, but the urge was real. And I used to love sniffing petrol. I used to offer to go and put petrol in the car just so I could smell the petrol. Oh, I don't know. I mean, yeah. You all know I'm pretty weird to start with, but I went even weirder when I was pregnant. So I'm just flicking the edges. Oops. Hopefully not get rid of it. Yeah, it's going to obviously have more colour in the middle because of the dip, but it's fine. You know, probably not see it once that top's on. Right, that looks, hopefully, yeah, just get my head under there. Pretty even. So I shall get that cured. I'll get my lamp out. Right, I'm going to try this one. Well, I've already sort of tried it. I'm just going to do a hat initially in this. The beauty of it is, because I did the white, I can just go over. I'm not entirely sure what colours I'm doing yet. I haven't really thought that far ahead yet. All I know is I want to keep it like icy colours, blue. I guess. I love these pens. They are my saving grace, literally. You know what I'm going to say, don't you? I haven't brought my glasses. Oh dear. I need to go and get my glasses because I can't see what I'm doing. I can, but it hurts to concentrate. So yeah, I'll come back. Right, I've got my glasses so I can see. Now, trying to see what's hat. I'll do this bit because I know this is definitely hat. Now this video is part of the Friendship Express. I'm a little bit late. I was meant to put it out last week, but never mind. I've made this video slightly longer because there was a lot of steps in it, and I decided to just make it as a random video rather than putting it out on Saturday night. But can't speak. It is still in the playlist in my description. It's organised by myself, Tina from Pour Resin with Love, Sally from All Aboard Resin Creations, and Amy from Resonate and Art by Amy M. If anyone would like to join, please feel free to contact any one of us and we'll sort you out. It's a group of fabulous people. We all do different things, and more importantly, we support each other. I'd like to thank all our fabulous friends in there. And also, we've grown massively, more than we ever dreamed that we ever would. So much so, we've now split the Friendship Express on a Saturday and a Sunday. We've done this to keep it fair for everyone, because some people were having to put videos out at like silly o'clock at night. So this way it keeps it fair for all our lovely friends. So thank you all from the bottom of my heart. As you can see, I've been sort of layering greens and blues on here. Now I've gone over a bit there, but I can sort that out. But I thought, while I'm waiting on that drying, I'll demold this. What I poured last night. Listen to that sound, it's so satisfying. Oh, pretty. Look at the detail on the sides. Now, because I didn't pour it fully, it is a tad sharp there, but to be honest, I don't think it'll matter much. So, my theory is, like I've said, if I'll grab it by the bits that I know are dry, is to put this on the top, sort of, like, no, that way, because I want the widest bit on the top, don't I? Do I have it that way? That way probably. And have like an ice effect around before I put the plate on. If I put the plate on at all, because I really like this as it is. But it's only little. So I'm going to have to check that's actually level. Yeah, pretty. I like it. I'm trying to keep hold of it. So we'll see what we can do with that. So I'll put that to one side for now. But yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. So I think these bits here are meant to be wood. So I'm going to do it in this sort of, is it a copper? I'm not sure. It looks brown there, but I think it, yeah, it goes on slightly lighter, but it's a metallic brown. I'm not entirely sure. Thinking if I do it, maybe I can cover it in ice. I don't know. I'll cut her a little bit. Just this piece and just see how I feel about it. I mean, obviously it could be neater, but I'm just, for now, putting it on to see how I feel about it. Because obviously there's this as well. Maybe. Oops. Right, I'll be back. Right, so I've got this, well, it looks blue there, but when you put it on, I just tried a bit on my finger, it looks a bit purpley. So I'm just going to see what these butterflies will look like in it. Oh, it is blue on top of the white. But I think that's nice because I'm trying, apart from the brown, obviously, to keep shades of blue. It's sort of a purpley blue. It's a strange colour, but I like it. All these pens look quite frosted to start with, so It's quite a nice effect. So yeah, I'll just carry on. I did the brown. The jury's still out, but we'll see. So I'll carry on doing the butterflies and I'll be back. Right, now a mouth, I don't know if you can see that. It's a bit wonky. There's like a crease on one side but not the other. So I don't know if she's like pulling her face or what. But our bottom lip goes quite the way over, and our top one, so I'm going to have to even them up, I think. Unless she is just pulling her face. I don't know. She's got very pointy lips as well. She's got a lovely Cupid's bow there. Oh God. I don't know what to do about it. Because if I'll paint the actual lips and see how wonky. See there, you can see how wonky they are. Oh dear, 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 dear. I'm just going to have to pull this one over, I think, to make it the same. That's all I can think to do. It's lovely on that side, but oh. Me who can't draw or paint at the best of oops, made it look like the Joker now. I bet, yeah, I'll make a mess of the makeup and I'll end up having to paint the face anyway. How much are we taking bets? Oh, hang on. That's not so bad now. Hang on. Just put a bit more on this side. Just try and disguise it a bit, I guess. Oh, that might do. I'll let it dry anyway and give it another coat. It's very delicate, to say the least. I do set myself up, don't I? Do I do an eyeliner in blue as well? Or am I just gonna totally have too much? Oh, that looks a bit... Well, maybe. Let's just see. Me who doesn't even do makeup, like I've said before. Now, eyelashes are going under a hat there. They're barely even visible. Oh, God. Do I have to make it up then? There's a lot of indistinct patterns on this. I suppose if I do it and I hit her eyeball, I'll just do the white. Oh, God. No. Messed that up, didn't I? Okay, I'll wait for that to dry. I'll tidy it up and I'll redo the lashes. But as I was saying, there's quite a lot of indistinct patterns. I mean, like they're just blobs of something. There, I think it's meant to be a leaf, but it's pretty much like nothing. So I'll probably just fill it in and make it up as I go along. Yeah, there as well. I'd put a bit of UV on there just to see what they look like, and I think it looks quite nice and glittery. So I'll do that with the rest as well. So I'll come back. I'll do the UV. In fact, I'll show you one bit anyway. All I've been doing, I got this from the last bit I did with her hair and everything else. I just added some clear and put some more glitter in. And I just want to lightly just rub it over. It's not to fill in too much detail, obviously. on, mix it up, because I don't think I'm getting any glitter here. What I might actually do, you can see the glitter just. Put a bit extra glitter. Whoop. Yeah, honestly. Right, I'll get a bit on a stick. That's probably the best idea. And then I won't mess my glitter up. Oh, I nearly dipped it in again. There, you know, like, just put a bit extra on. Oh, I was on that one, wasn't I? Yeah, for a bit extra effect. I like that, I think. Just on the edges. You know what? This is so pretty. I love it. I almost don't want to hide it under a plate. I know, I'm a faffer. I can't help it. Oh, creeping Jesus is about, otherwise known as my son. Hopefully it hasn't picked up him going to the toilet. I'll have to check when I'm editing. Always does it when I'm filming. It's like, I think him and me dogs are in league with each other. Right, I'm just going to brush a bit. Oops, I was going to say brush a bit off, but I ended up adding some. Take some off there. Right, I'll get that cured before it runs all over the show. Okay, that's cured. Looks very pretty, doesn't it? And sparkly. I like it. I'll carry on doing the rest of the leaves around, and then I'm going to decide what I'm going to do with this pattern. There's flowers, and I think there might be leaves, but I'm not sure. But anyway, I'll carry on doing these, because I'm sure you don't want me watch me going around all these flowers doing exactly the same thing. So I'll be back when I've done that, and when that dries, I'll tidy her eyeball up as well. Right, I've put on some 2-part super glue on here. So I'm just sticking, making sure this bottom's all covered. I don't know if I've put too much on, but never mind. I want to spray where I'm putting it. And hopefully that'll be enough to stick it. We hope. Which way do we want this? That way. As you can see, I've gone all around the base. I've just used the wrong end there. All I've been doing is basically just blobbing it on the end here. I'm making a mess, of course, but you know. Flicking it over the sides. Because it should naturally hold its surface tension if you don't, you know, go flooding it. So all I'm doing now is just putting some and just teasing it to the back. To hopefully seal this in, even though it's got the glue on, but it's just an extra precaution. Plus, I wanted a glittery base. So, I think that's about right. Just check it all around. Yep, seems fine. I'll give that a cure and I'll come back. Okay. Yeah, changed my mind again. I used it for the base instead. I've stuck that to that base. So it's nice and sturdy. I've been using my spirit level on the way up. That's why there's like extra resin on here, but I still need to get that level before I can put the top bit on. So craft resin, if you look on my description, I've got a 10% code site-wide for craft resin. Right, so I'm just going to, got resin everywhere, I dripped it a bit. When I was attaching that, all I did was put resin on the underneath. Ooh, where's my tool gone now? Got it. Now, I've got loads of love. Oop, dripping it already. I haven't even moved. God. I can't move this, you see, because, well, I can a little bit. I had my spirit level out, and that's me definite, like, flat, even surface on the whole bench. For some reason it goes that way at that end. I have no idea what's going on with it. Anyway, so I thought, I've got loads of lovely crystals. As you know, I've got moonstones, I've got bigger crystals then, like tiny ones. I'm thinking oh no, not them. I'm thinking I'm going to put like some crystals around just to add to the base a little bit. So I'm not entirely sure. I might start with the big ones, or I might even put some moonstones. I've got crystal here as well, quartz, which usually look quite nice. More icy. Yeah. Right. So the plan is, again, I'm going to put some UV on, and I'm going to sprinkle ice around. Now, I'm not bothered if it dribbles over this edge now, because I'm probably going to add some ice to that anyway. So chances are it'll break the tension, so it's not the end of the world. So let's just dribble it on purpose then. It'll also give this a bit of an edge, because hopefully the stones will stick to it as well as around. Obviously I've got the glittery resin, see they're pretty much disappearing, but that's fine because there'll be a good base for the rest of them, you know. I'm only going to do a bit at a time because I don't want to mess it up. So let's just put some ice in there. I think what I'll do, I'll start with a quartz and then add the glittery bits, if that makes sense. So let's just, because I want it to stick on the top as well. Now, changed my mind yet again, didn't I? God. I'm terrible, aren't I? I've got, like, this quartz is a bit bitty. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take this glove off because I can't pick it up otherwise. Oop, use my wrong hand and throw some on for now. Then I can play with it. Because half of this will probably disappear, to be fair, in the resin. But I want it to sort of just look like there's ice coming down without making a mess. Yeah. I'll put a bit more in there. Did I wet that bit? I think I did. Yeah. You know what I said earlier about I'm not sure I want to hide this under the cake stand. Well, under a plate for a cake stand. I'm just adding to it now, aren't I? And making it less likely that I want a cake stand. Oh dear. Oh, did I just rub it up there by accident? I think I did. I'm going to put a bit more on the top. That doesn't matter so much. Then I'll let it dribble over. Throw it on the mat. And sort of naturally pool. Because that is the effect I sort of want. So throw them on. Obviously keeping my hands well away. Obviously I'm pushing a few further back at the minute, but I do want them to eventually randomly just sort of come out to add to the icy effect. Maybe I'm not so bad with my gloves after all. Honestly, making such a mess. But that's me all over, isn't it? Right, I'm going to cure that initially. So that's basically what I'm doing. So what I'll do, yeah, I'll finish this bit off camera and then I'll come back with the next bit. See you in a bit. Okay, I've gone round the whole base and all I've been doing to get it on this bit is just tipping it back. I realised this when I was trying to get my fingers in before, that it was a lot easier if I just did this. So therefore I can get it on the sides as well. Now I'm not touching the UV. I've already put the UV on ready for it to stick. So I'm just now adding the stones. There's not many left now. I'm going to have to order some more. I think I've got just enough. Don't want that one in there, do we? No. I don't know what all these bits are. It sort of came in them with it, you know. I suppose when they're packing them, they're packing loads of different stones, aren't they? And sometimes, I guess, you're going to get the odd one. So yeah, I think that's about right. About what I want. And then I'll probably just top it up with some Diamantés or something, like I said. So it looks very icy, doesn't it? Right, I'm going to cure it and I'll be back. Okay. That's it. Done with the quartz anyway. I've still got to do her dodgy eyes. But I think it looks very effective, don't you? So now, I've still got bits falling off, but once I'm finished, I will change that. So all I'm going to do now, I'm just going to leave these for now so I can clean up after, because I'm bound to still make a mess. I'm just going to put some random bits of resin around. And I'm going to do it bit by bit in case I get lost and wonder where the hell I've put the resin. And I'm going to put these in because they're quite sparkly and iridescent, just to add a little bit of extra glam to it. See, I forgot already where I put the resin. This is what I mean. Maybe one by one then. So a little bit there. Chuck a few on. A little bit there. Chuck a few on. Oh hell, look what I just did. I dipped them in the stones instead of... You can't take me anywhere, can you? Okay, we'll just scrape that off on there. Oh dear. Yeah. So I better just pick them up that were there, just in case I've put any resin on them. Yeah, so I'm just going to carry on doing that, adding a bit of sparkle here and there. Won't take me long actually, because I'm not going mad. Bit there, bit there. I may or may not cut back to the end, or I can just keep going. Who knows? Oh, I'm just knocking things off. I don't mind me. Luckily that paint I've just knocked off has its lid on. Otherwise we would be in trouble. Yeah, I want to put a little bit there because I want a bit of sparkle on the front. Okay, so I'm going to tip that back and just get some on that front bit. Now it looks really icy crusty, doesn't it? I like it. Crusty icy, icy crusty. So I'll get that cured and then I'll decide what I'm doing with the top, because I love this so much. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do. I was starting off with the theory of having a cake stand, but you know me, it can all change. I'm going to attempt to put pupils in. Now, do I do them in the middle so she's staring? Oh God. It's going to dab. Oh God. Maybe not. She looks like totally freaked out now, doesn't she? Oh God. Yeah, she looks like she's on drugs. Oh God. Maybe I should have done it a bit more looking sideways, maybe. I don't know, but that makes her pupils even bigger, doesn't it? See, I've got a problem with this side because, oh God, this eye's really flat and that one sticks out like a frog. So whatever I do with it, I just seem to make it worse. Oh God, I made it even worse. That one doesn't look too bad. Out of everything I've been doing, the eyes have been my nemesis, literally. So I'm going to have to wait for that to dry now and try it again. Okay, I've got this stuck down from, well, not stuck. It's in place because when I put the UV on the top, I didn't want it running everywhere. So what I'm doing now, I'm just putting a bit around here before I flip it over and cure it from the other side. Because what's happened as well, when I put because originally I was putting it on that base, wasn't I, the white base, and then I changed my mind. So it's ended up, the actual witch has ended up being slightly off centre. So I've had to line these up to make it right. I hope that makes sense. Because it just looked so odd otherwise. So, yeah. So I'm just going to put this UV round. And then I'm going to throw some more stones underneath just to give it a bit of something, you know. You know me. I mean, I don't know how far I'll take this, but I want to just get it cured initially. So I'm going to go with that for now. And I'm just going to throw, where have they gone? Oh, they're there. These are the smallest ones I have. I'm going to put these really sparkly ones. Now, I can't tip this at all because I don't want it sliding, because it took me a while to get it sort of even all the way around. So I'm just going to throw them in and see what sticks, basically. I hope I haven't dribbled it all over, but we'll see when I'm done. Literally, like you say, throwing them in. And this will give it a bit of detail underneath as well. Hopefully try not to scratch it. Get this bit cured initially, and then, like I say, I can add to it I just wanted to get this base bit done so it doesn't fly everywhere when I try and turn it over again. Right, I'll get that cured, then we'll flip it over. I'll flip it over and cure the top, and then have a look, see what else I need to add. Oop, I'll be back in a minute. Right, so that's all stuck now. I really like it. It's cool. It doesn't look even, but it actually is. It's not even there because, like I say, I made this off centre, so I had to line these up so that they're matched. But you can't really tell when you're looking at it, to be honest. So yeah, I made some little extras, just loads of little, they're really cute. I don't know what I'm doing with them yet. There's a little Christmas bauble there and little dicky bow, well, a bow and a flower. That's quite frosted. I'll probably make the big one into a fridge magnet or something. I did a few of them because I did a couple of paws. They look gorgeous. These are off the into resin. I mean, they're tiny, but they're good for little accents of some description, aren't they? Cute. Very cute. Oh, I didn't do them black. I did them sort of a dark grey. I don't know. I'm not very good with eyes. And it's all crusty snow underneath. I painted the hat again slightly darker because I wanted it defined a little bit more. But on the whole, I really like it. I don't know if you remember, but earlier in the video I said these were leaves. I don't know, but I think because when I looked at the mould originally, it was done in autumn colours and these were done as leaves. So, but anyway, artistic licenses, I keep saying. The poinsettias now. Right, so what's left to do? I'm going to tidy up under here. And I've left some mucky marks on the paint, so I might have to repaint that. And I'm probably going to put some frost on the branches. And then we'll get the top on. So I'll be back. Okay, so I've got some super glue on my little pad here. And I've got a couple of Diamantés here. Because I decided if she's going to look freaky anyway, and I'm fighting with these eyes, I'm going to put some Diamantés in. Why not? Oops. So I'm just dabbing on some glue there. Pick one up. If I can get it up before the glue dries. Oh, come on. I put it on a kitchen roll so it wouldn't be as awkward. I'm going to just put cool. If she's going to look freaky, she may as well look glamorous. Freaky. That's the way I look at it. I did buy some like stickers, stick on eyes, and on the picture they looked really realistic, and I thought, oh wow, they'll be fab. When they came, oh, here we go again with the dogs. Okay, I'm back. There's a parcel for a neighbour. I tried to put this on, and when I came back from taking the parcel in, the eye was wonky, so I've had to take it off, basically, because I didn't have time to adjust it before it stuck. Oh God. You see, this is the problem I'm having, because these eyes have been a pain from the start. Now that looks like a different Diamanté out the same set. Don't think it is. Plus her eyes are slightly slanted, so I think that's half the problem. I'm trying to put this in evenly, and to be honest, I don't think it needs to be. When I put it down and look at it that way, they look the same, but when you look there, they look different. You know what? I give up. I'm not doing it. I have my limits. Right, so now I want to put some little bits on her cheekbones. Now I only want little ones for them. Hopefully I can manage. I'm just going to put a few of them out because I only want tiny, tiny ones. Let's try again, shall we? I'm just following where they've actually got these marks on her face. Is that even on? Give me strength. Oh dear. Oh God, that's right on the edge. So yeah, oh no, that one looks, oh, you know what. Right, I'm going to carry on and I'll be back. So you don't witness me having a meltdown on camera. Okay then, so I've put some UV on the top of here, just clear. As you can see, I've done diamonds underneath, so I'll show you that after. Just to blend it in a bit more. So I'm just going to put a sprinkling of glitter. Now I've put it very thin round the sides and I've put it like a blob in the middle so it'll spread out. I'm hoping, ooh, flying everywhere, isn't it? It'll just sort of disguise anyway. That's the theory. I should have put a mask on for that. Naughty. I'll have glittery lungs. Right, okay, I'll pull me top up over my mouth, but then you can't hear me. Okay, I'll wait for that to clear. Okay, I think that's cleared now. So, as I said earlier, I've got this. It's an actual cake plate, so it is definitely food safe. Now, it's got my fingerprints all over it, so I may have to wipe it. Okay, that's cleaner now. So as I was saying, I've put a very thin layer of UV and I've put a bit more of a blob in the middle so that if it spreads out, it's not the end of the world. So we'll see what it looks like, because if it looks terrible, I might have to reposition. Oh, and I've purposely clumped the glitter just to make it look a bit more icy. I mean, on the light there, it looks totally different to how I'm looking at it here. But yeah, so this is me winging it and guessing. I'm hoping that this will penetrate. I think it will. Let me have a look here. Are we even? Looks about right, doesn't it? Ish. I say ish. I don't think there's anything. No, there's no gone underneath, so it's fine. I just don't want to press on it until I know for sure it's definitely looks about right. I'm going to press down and just spread some of that UV out, because I don't want it too thick, obviously. I think it gives a nice like ice effect, especially by eye. You probably can't tell on camera, but by eye it's lovely. Okay, I'm going to stop fiddling now because I don't want to start getting resin everywhere. I think that's about even-ish. So I'll get that cured now and hopefully it'll stay on. That's the theory. If not, I do have some 2-part epoxy. Right, I'll be back. Okay, that's it done. I did 5 minutes on the top and I did give or take about 3 minutes each side, and it is solid as a rock. That isn't going anywhere. I've put it on some white tissue because I've been brushing all the glitter off and it's sort of got stuck to my mat, and I don't want to add any more glitter anywhere. So I'll show you it. I love it. I was tempted to go under there with ice, but I thought, you know what, how far do you take this? So I'm just going to leave it as it is, because it's going to have desserts on, or a cake anyway. But see how it's like, I love it, iridescent. But that's her there. I've gone round, as you can see, with glitter. I've put some sort of an ice effect on the woody branches as well, like there, and on them nondescript leaves. I've left the butterflies alone. But yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. It could probably do with a touch-up with a paint on the back, because I've been handling it a lot. But otherwise, I'm really happy with it. So I'll get you some pictures. I've even got a cake to put on. So yeah, I'll show you. And also, you know, because this is stuck solid, it can easily just wipe over, you know, or I do have another one of these because it came in a pack of 2. So if you really didn't want, because there's no resin at all on the top, it's totally food safe. You could put another one on top, you know, if you were unsure, or a plate, you know. I've got them big plates as well that I showed you earlier in the video. I mean, I ended up using this one to catch all my diamonds, so ignore them. But you can see how, you know, that's probably going to be perfectly fine if you wanted to do, you know, put some cakes on or whatever. I think it'll look really nice, and that iridescence that comes through is beautiful. So yeah, ignore them in the corner. But that's it. I'll get you some nice pictures, and I hope you enjoyed. I know it's a bit of a long one this time, but I really didn't want to cut this down because there was a lot of steps and a lot of work has gone into it. So if you've got this far, thank you so much for staying with me, and I'll speak to you next time. Hang on for the pictures. Bye for now. I'm now in my kitchen. This is it here. Beautiful. I love it. Now this cake is just your average small shop bought cake that you can get anywhere really. But as you can see, there's more than enough room for a bigger one. I'll swap it over now. And that's it with the plate on. And the cherry bakewells. Look at that iridescence, it's beautiful. So yes, anyone for cherry bakewell? Yum, yum, yes please.